Hey everybody, it's Peter with AI Tool System back with another video. And today I'm going to show you how you can make $200 to $300 per day leveraging conversation AI, even if you have no marketing experience, no tech skills, and no money to get started. I'm going to show you how you can duplicate this automation so you can use it in your business. I'm also going to show you the software I use and the exact strategy I use to set this up for my clients. And if you stick around till the end, I'm going to give you more free content to dive more into how we can leverage this exact strategy to make $200, $300 per day. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get more marketing automations to add into your business. So let's get into it. So first, we're talking about GoHighLevel, the number one all-in-one marketing solution for local businesses. And today we're talking about conversation AI. So why is this important? So in a previous video, we set up an automation for auto missed call text back. So now if the customer calls and the business owner misses the call, they get a text back, which is exactly what we want. But if the customer sends back a reply to the initial text, the business owner is probably too busy to maintain the conversation. And so this is where conversation AI comes in. So we add this on as a way to continue the conversation and get the AI to book an appointment with them, or at least answer some basic questions like hours of operation, pricing. So the client gets a reply immediately without the business owner having to take time to do it. And the nice thing is it's all automated. We set it up one time, then it just works. And so let's go ahead and get into how we're setting this up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Conversation AI. If I can move that. And we're going to come down here to Settings, and we're going to click over here to Conversation AI. Okay, so once we do that, now what we want to do is we want to connect all the channels to it. As you can see, I already did. But let's come over here. So initially, it's going to look like this with just the SMS there. So, which makes sense for the auto missed call text back. But what we want to do, there's a lot of ways for customers to get a hold of local business owners. And so we want to make sure to set up all the different channels so the conversation AI, so the AI bot can maintain that communication with new customers through multiple channels. So we want to go ahead and add in Instagram, Facebook, Google Business Page, Chat Widget for their website, live chat. So we want to just add them all in there. And then once we have all the channels connected, next thing we want to do is we want to add in our company name that we're doing this for which sub account. So, we could do, that's one of my clients. I'm in my sub account for Lead Agent Pro. And then we can go autopilot mode. So under autopilot mode, this is the amount of time in between replies coming back once the client replies in with a message. So the bot will reply within 2 minutes. We want it to not be immediate, so it doesn't seem more robotic. So it looks like the customer is actually, or it looks like our client is actually putting out a message to the potential client. And then here's the maximum number of replies. So this will max out at 25. We have it initially set up at 10. So typically within a few messages, the client's going to get the answer that they want from our AI chatbot. So we don't want the conversation to continue going on forever. And so we just set that at 10, but it's maxed out at 25. And that pretty much saves that conversation from going back and forth for long periods of time. So once we have our preferences set up here, now we have two options. We have suggestive. Suggestive is basically when a message comes in, it's going to give us some options to reply with, but there still needs to be somebody that's going to press send on the message. So ideally we want this more on autopilot. So we're going to go ahead and just go right into autopilot, and we're going to go ahead and click that, and then we're going to move on into the bot training. Okay, so let's move on over here. And so when we move over to the bot training, so now we want to add in the website that it's going to crawl. And so we have a few different options. So we can either, based on what we put here, it'll crawl that exact URL that we put into here, or we can have it crawl a path of that URL. So let's say, for example, this is one of my clients. So let's say, for example, under our listings, let's say under featured listings, they had a flyout that did residential and commercial. So in this scenario, a pathway would be to crawl the featured listings page, and then it would show both residential and commercial on that same um, uh, in that same path. And so another option is we can add in a URL and it'll crawl every single page within that URL. So that's an option as well. What we're going to do initially is we're going to use the exact URL. And so we just copy the exact URL, we paste that in there, and then we just click add. And so as it's adding it, it's actually crawling the home page, because that's what I put in there. So it's crawling this home page to get all the information from this home page for this business. And then once it's completed, um, you'll see that it'll add it right into here. So you see how it's adding that page? So now once that page is added, now we can upload other links as well. Let's see. Yeah, so it's already added. So now this shows the date that it was added. So let's say, for example, we made some changes to this home page. We just need to come over here and refresh it so that it picks up any of the changes that we added into the page that we're wanting the bot to crawl for answer. Now, as people are sending back their replies, we can also add Google Doc to be able to add into the links that it's going to recognize for data to be able to send back for replies. So let's say, for example, we have it crawl every page on the site, but there's specific information, let's say, that are missing. And so we can just add that onto a Google Doc. This is just an example, but we can literally take this Google Doc, add whatever information we want. We can click share. And we just want to make sure that it's not restricted, that anyone with the link, it can be on viewer. We just copy the link and then we come over here and we can just add the Google Doc as another page that's basically training the conversation AI for this business. And so that's what we want to do is that as we're missing answers, we can just continually add in new Google Docs to train the conversation AI to pick up more direct answers to different questions. Now, every company has typically frequently asked questions, right? And so those may or may not be on the website. But if we get those questions and answers from our client, we can go ahead and add them in here. Because if they're typically frequently asked questions, typically the customer that's texting in, it's probably a question that they're going to ask. So we just add this in here. We add the question, answer, and we can add as many as we want. And then once we have everything set up, and then we just click save for each one. And so now what we're doing is we're training the AI bot to be able to answer the questions that'll typically come in from customers. And now, once we have the conversation AI trained with the docs that we want, the links that we want, with the FAQs that we want, now we want to configure the intent that we want for the conversation AI. So we come over here to configure intent. And so this conversation AI can book the appointment for our client. And so when a customer replies in, they may ask questions back and forth. But one of the questions that they may ask is if they want to set up an appointment, or they want to know what times are available to be able to book an appointment. So we can go ahead and enable this by clicking this. Then we can add in our calendar for our client right here. So there's my calendar. And then once we do that, we just click save, and now that's enabled. Okay, and now once we click save, so what this will do is instead of sending them the link to book an appointment, what this will do is this will send them some day and times that are available, and it'll tell the customer to give the bot a good day and time that works for them, and then they're going to put it on the calendar. So if you want the AI bot to just go in and send out the link, then you would just check mark this. But ideally, you just want to get that day and time that works best for them, give them some times, and then once they pick, have the AI bot go ahead and put it on the calendar, and now that appointment is booked. Now, what's nice is that once that appointment is booked, there's a conversation flow, or I'm sorry, before the appointment is booked, there's a conversation flow that we can put together that the AI bot is going to ask the potential customer. Because, for example, in real estate, they're going to want to know bedroom bath that they want to be able to see, what their price range is, what areas they're looking for. Are they looking for in a neighborhood, in a city? Do you want to be on a golf course? Just different information that they need to be able to get before the appointment. So that this way they can have a handful of properties available to be able to show them when they get on the appointment. And so this makes a huge difference with being able to get the important questions answered without our client having to go back and forth through text with the potential customer. So this is all the AI bot doing all this for us. And so we just click over here to add, and we just add the questions, and then we just click save. We can add as many of these questions. These are the ones that are going to be asked before the appointment is booked. And so once they ask for an appointment, they're going to ask these questions, and as they get these questions, they're going to log these questions in, and then they're going to book a day and time, and then on the calendar, it's going to have all this information already set up so that your client will be able to have access to all this information. And so once we have all that set up, now we can come over here and we can try out the bot. So once we've trained the bot, we've configured it to go ahead and book the appointment, and we've configured it with the conversation flow along with the FAQ. Now we come over here and we're going to go through the bot trial. So what we're going to do is, based on some of the information that we already trained the bot to know, we're just going to come down here and send it a message, click send, and then it's going to send back messages to us. Now, based on what it sends back to us, if it's a good answer, we're going to click a thumbs up. If it's a bad answer, we're going to click a thumbs down, and we're going to give it the right answer. And so this is intended for us to be able to train the bot, make sure that the AI bot knows exactly what answers they should be sending back. And if there's answers to questions that are typical questions that would get asked pretty frequently, we can go ahead and add that into another Google Doc, and we can just add that Google Doc right into here again. We just keep adding in more and more links to train the bot to answer with the questions that we want. And so now once this is set up, your client doesn't have to worry about this. It's all automated moving forward from here. And now when people call in, and if your client misses a call, not only do they get an automated missed call text back, because we've already set up that automation, but now if they reply back, they're also going to get a continued reply all the way until the finished answer, whether it be an appointment, hours of operation, pricing, whatever the questions that potential customer is asking. Now they'll be able to get the answers all while your client is still doing the job. And so I hope this video was helpful for you to see how you can start to earn $200 to $300 per day with this simple conversation AI automation. This brings massive value to local business owners because this is saving them deals, which is helping them make more money. They will be happy to pay you to set this up for them so that they don't have to worry about missing calls again. Again, 62% of incoming calls to local business owners go unanswered. So this is a solution to fix a continual problem. And also, if you click the link below, I'm giving you a free course that will walk you through with step-by-step training on how to set up the software. So you can set up this automation for your clients, even if you have no marketing or tech skills to get started. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more marketing automations to add into your business. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.